Over. 6.
Good evening, I'm Ted Crapple. Welcome to Nightline. I'm just kidding.
Where's our theme?
Where is our theme? It's right over here.
lay down.
Go lay down.
Go lay down. He's teething. He bites anything in the proximity of his mouth.
And yes,
Ow.
that's what he does.
I thought the cats were land sharks. He's got them beat now.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Of course.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
I made it. I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah, it was close. I'll tell you. It's only 6 minutes after the hour.
Yes.
And there you are.
We freaked everybody out. They thought that we were going to be Ted Crapple today.
Ted Crapple.
Yeah.
That's right. This is Nightline.
Right.
Yeah. So good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it may be to you, X Talkers. You are listening to X Talk Live, of course, on the platform that is X.
Yes.
Or the artist better known as
the platform soon to be empty.
communists. Yeah.
They keep this crap up.
Oh my. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. It is ridiculous.
Like the algorithm is designed to keep you banned.
Yes. Yes.
There, how's that?
Ooh. Yeah, that's all kinds of good. All kinds of good. Fancy. Yeah.
So anyway, they suck.
Yes.
You can't even say screw on X and you get reach limited.
Great. So the 4 listeners we just had are now screwed. Once again, if you are listening or viewing this, I guess you're listening right now because that seems to be all dark for some reason. I don't know what the hell's going on. But if you are watching this, where's Bob? There. At least there's Bob. Bob is still walking the line. If you are watching or listening, do not, under any circumstances, like or retweet this space.
It's ridiculous.
Do not.
Apparently, you know how I share our show in the rooms we're in, the DM rooms?
Yeah.
Apparently doing that drops the post to like the bottom of the algorithm.
Unless you're an OnlyFans girl.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, how are you supposed to get reach? I'm shadow banned as it is.
Mm-hmm.
And now if I share it in my private rooms, I'm further reach limited. If I add a hashtag like Ruger Pick of the Day or something.
Well, yeah, because certainly the people in the rooms that you're sharing to, they wouldn't want you to share to them. That's spam, see?
That's ridiculous.
But let me tell you, you're going to get every one of Elon Musk's posts. You don't even have to follow him. I don't follow him. I can't stand the man myself, but I get them all.
Yeah, I do follow him. And
yeah. Oh, no, I know. You've been a big proponent, actually. And yeah.
It's just stupid.
Well, it is. And we'll get to that. We've got all kinds of stuff to get to, don't we?
Yeah.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something.
Ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
I will follow your lead because I'm half dead. You thought I was dead yesterday. I'm even more dead.
Okay, good. Good. You follow my lead, I will lead. Okay. As you can tell from the current screen, our animals seem to be missing. Now, the strange thing is they are playing in the studio. Oh, maybe if I turn that on, that'll help.
That'll help.
Yeah.
It's been one of those days.
It has. It has, truly. But at least you can see the X Talk Live logo. Isn't that fantastic? Huh? Come on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I still want the aminals.
Well, I know. Well, they're there. Hi, you're in the studio. You can see. There they are.
Right.
Ah, yes, in all their glory. Little lambs and geese or something. Quail, maybe, perhaps.
Is it?
It could be quail. I don't know. I'm just going to check in with the Browsertron here for a second, make sure that's going. No, see, look at that. Look at that. The Browsertron is animal-less as well.
What
There's
the heck?
something. I don't know. You see what I see.
I give up.
Everything's going.
And I'm not a quitter. I give up.
There you go.
It's
Yeah.
one of those days today. It's been one of those couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's been rough.
That's an understatement.
Yes.
It is.
Stay tuned for more pep talk with Kate.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Everybody has their days. This is mine.
Well, true. And I was, years ago, we had concepted a show called Just Ask Kate,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it's funny because the first thought that I had when you came up with that concept, which was brilliant, by the way,
Thank you.
was what are you going to do on that one day out there that is coming? It's on the horizon somewhere because nobody has a perfect day every day. What are you going to do that day when it's just like kill them all?
Right.
What kind of a show would that be? Well, Kate, my wife's screwing around on me. The dog is humping a chicken, and my children hate me. What should I do?
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Then you're like, yeah, I should just end it.
Get a hobby.
Or get a hobby.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, I guess tough week. Because yeah, I'm looking at the animals. We got them. They're going.
We got him.
They're going out the pipe. Maybe. I think this. I know what it could be. It could be that Elon now has banned all animals from the platform.
Oh, is that it?
Well, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So be an OnlyFans girl. Yeah, it's in your best interest.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got a lot to get to today, and we got to get to it. So we might as well get to it now.
Yes.
As the producer goes and hunts for animals.
Yes.
First one up today comes to us from Harrison Faulkner. It says Donald Trump at 3 a.m. Quote, many Canadians want Canada to become the 51st state, end quote, buckle up.
Right.
And of course, he's sharing an image of a Donald Trump tweet there. Nobody can answer why we subsidize Canada to the tune of over $100 billion a year. Makes no sense. Many Canadians want Canada to become a 51st state, and they would save massively in taxes and military protection. I think it's a great idea, 51st state. Now, here's the interesting thing. We're subsidizing Canada to $100 billion a year. Now, hold on a sec. Just simple math here. Last I checked, there was 33 million people in Canada. Literally, and the last time I checked was 2019. And literally, there was 339 million people in the United States. So Canada, their population, is literally 10% of the U.S. population in size.
Right.
With $100 billion a year. Like, that number is way too... Why? How could Canada possibly cost anybody that much money?
Right.
But, this came from Donald Trump. That's got to be the case. If he says it's costing the U.S. $100 billion a year, and why? He's asking the question, why? Well, exactly. But if you think about that for a second, just the huge volume of money to this country with such a tiny population, what could they possibly spend it on? It's certainly not their military.
Right.
Right?
Of
So
course.
what the hell is going on? This seems to me like a whole new can of things we'd never seen before. This seems to me like we want to talk about money laundering with the Ukraine war, and we want to talk about money laundering with the Afghan war, and we want to talk about money laundering with this, that, and the next thing. How much are we subsidizing other countries for in total, and why? Right? I mean, you're going to come out, really? You're going to come out and say, well, we operate CIA bases out of there, and it's important strategically.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's the shine-on story. They always give you, when you find out that the American government is literally throwing away billions of our dollars that our great-great-great-grandkids still wouldn't even be able to pay off the interest of just that, and you ask why,
Yes.
that's the go-to. Well, we've got intelligence interests in that region.
Huh.
Well, let's see. Part of America is Alaska. That's north of Canada.
Right.
Part of America is Hawaii. That's far west of Canada. America is south of Canada, so we got that covered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So really, what do you mean you got into intelligence? No.
Well, again, it's resources. It's the strategic placement of, Canada taking up the whole top of North America, with Russia and China being our perceived threat.
Well, if they're the perceived threats, then riddle me this, Batman. How come we've got a Chinese military base sitting on Canadian soil?
Well, exactly why it won't be there if it's America.
Oh,
That's the point. That's what I'm
okay.
saying. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
$100 billion a year.
Yeah.
For
Right.
Canada.
Yeah.
What are we buying? Skates? Ah,
Right.
yeah. So anyway, there it is. Donald Trump still on the 51st state thing. What do you guys think in the chat? Huh? You liking that? You want to take Canada?
I do. I'm all for it. I want it. I want it. I want it for many reasons.
Yeah,
So that would be super awesome.
it would be.
Super duper awesome.
Well, coming from there, I can tell you, we sang God Save the Queen every morning in class,
Right.
and it didn't do any good.
No.
Now we got King Tampon or whatever his name is, and right? See?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like all that effort was for nothing.
Right? Well, nothing, no one lives forever. Right?
Well, this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Duke of Dallas says, 51st state for maple syrup discount. You know what?
Right.
I'm thinking, I'm going to be fair. I'm thinking as a Canadian American.
And Canadian bacon. Don't forget about Canadian bacon.
That's crap. It's ham. Get it right.
It is ham.
So I'm just thinking, if we take over Canada, as Americans, I think every American should have the right to free maple syrup, free bacon, free, right?
Right.
I mean, that's just me, I guess. But if anybody owes anybody in this grand equation, it's Canada. They owe us huge,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. There's a bunch of gonna disagree. It's fun. I love disagreeing. Yeah. So there it is. So I don't know.
Yeah. Like we have to have Canada for every reason that I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Like there really isn't a discussion.
Okay. So now the next step in the equation is, how would that move forward?
Good question. I don't know. Do we, offer to buy it from them? Like, I don't know how that works. Or
Well, I
do
don't
we
know.
conquer them? Maybe.
Well, with the sheer amount of Muslims in Canada now, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And man, you want to talk about, God, you want to talk about China? Let's talk about India. God.
Okay.
Like Canada should be Bollywood North. There's so many East Indians there.
Oh, true. I know.
Oh.
It's true.
I mean, there was when I left back in 2010, and that was what, 15 years ago? Yeah.
Yep. 2010.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like just a sea of them, literally. So I don't know. I don't know where everybody's thinking is on that, but I guess you kind of have to roll with punches and take what you get, right?
Yes.
Citizen-wise.
Right.
As far as assets go, yeah, okay. They got minerals. They got your oil. They got your gold. Gold guy. They got your gold.
They do.
You get trees and bears and all kinds of other stuff. Whales. Lots of those. But assets-wise,
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, there's a lot of resources that just, and the tourism. I mean, that's going to be a massive boon to us once we can clear it out. And,
True. True.
yeah.
Although I lived in one of the biggest tourist cities in that entire country, and I every year would just look at all the tourists and question their reasoning skills. It's like, why are you here?
Right.
Oh, well, we're staying in the Empress Hotel. That's where the Queen stays when she's here. I'm like, you know she has not been here since 1972, right? Okay. She did something in 1972, and here you are in 1997 trying to relive the glory. What?
Right.
Right?
No, absolutely.
It's just so, and okay, there is a rich Indian culture. Yes, I said Indian, not East Indian. I'm talking the native Indians.
Right.
And the Thunderbird totem poles. But Problem is, the government there has been just as bad and hard on them as the government here has been on, right? So what do you got? You've got a bunch of God, every kind of drug and alcohol you can think of abusing people.
Yeah.
And a select few of those, I guess the ones that have managed to keep it straight long enough, have been made, the heads of these casinos.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the casinos going on. So then the tribe makes money, but the tribe doesn't.
That's right. Casinos, too. There's a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah, but the tribe's people.
Do they still do whaling and stuff?
No.
Oh, bummer.
No, the last band
Fur
on
trapping?
the last band on the West Coast that used to do that was the Haida Indians, and they had stopped doing that by the turn of the century.
Oh.
The 20th century.
I see.
Yeah, so there's not really any of that there. I mean, I'm sure if you paid them enough, they would dress up and reenact it for you. It's not.
Right.
It's not Cabo. Let's just go there.
Fair,
It's not
fair.
that.
But, we all get our cabin for winter. We can Christmas in Canada.
Right, there are those Canadiana kind of things
Yeah.
that would be really attractive to a lot of people south of
Whistler.
the border.
Like Whistler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banff?
Rated,
Are you kidding? I'm just moving to Banff if it's still America.
Oh, it is. It is.
So there you go.
It is.
Yeah.
And you would like it there.
I know I would. Yes.
Trade them a Stanley Cup they can't seem to win and call it a day. Yeah. Totally. Right?
We considered living in Canada when we first got married. But, who can resist America?
Well, we just weighed the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
No, we did. You and I sat down. We're like, okay, we could make a life in Canada or we could make a life in the USA.
Right.
What's it going to be? And we went down that list of pros and cons.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really a hard choice.
It wasn't.
No.
Nope.
So, yeah, I mean, there's that too. I don't know. This whole thing about Canada becoming part of the USA, it's kind of like, congratulations, America. You've just won Ukraine in a consolation prize.
Right. Exactly.
Like, okay, so.
Well, yeah.
I mean, seriously, as far as the American military is concerned, we already protect the hell out of Canada.
Right.
So there's no change there. The Ford and Dodge and Chevy.
Exactly. All those points are
the
valid,
lifestyle's the exact same there. It's no different.
Yeah.
Except pledging allegiance to the flag, right? We don't do that there.
Well, they will now.
Well, they will now.
That's
Well,
right.
no, they won't because that's not trans friendly.
I don't care because if it's going to be America, they're going to have to get ready to be American.
Hell yeah.
I just realized we're going to be making American true.
The American players. That's right.
Yeah.
American.
Don't be
right.
an American.
Are you an American or are you an American?
Right.
What kind of American are you? There,
Exactly.
see it.
And there goes my favorite line right there.
Yeah.
It's all working out. See?
Everything's going to be fine, folks. Just don't go on X for the next 38 years
Right.
till the radiation stank of Elon's communism gets down to bearable levels. Yeah.
Fair point.
Well, moving on today, Rep. Victoria Sparts.
Yeah.
Quote, I will say as a registered Republican, but will not sit on a committee or participate in the caucus until I see that Republican leadership in Congress is governing. So in other words, is like me. Well, fuck it, I'm not going to have it my way, then screw you, right? Right? There you go. I do not need to be involved in circuses. I would rather spend more of my time helping Doge
Yep.
and Rep. Thomas Massey to save our republic, America, as was mandated by the American people.
Yes.
Right. So join in the lynch mob of the Trump boys and get out there with the pitchforks. And
That's right. That's essentially what it is. The Republicans are dividing now. Who's going to stay with the swamp and who's going to break and go Trump Doge. So, yeah. And I think it's good. I mean, I wanted to talk about this a little bit because I have my theories about Mike Johnson. You know,
Yes.
we have those images of him on the plane with Elon and Trump and RFK. And like, why is he there? He's the Speaker of the House. Like, why is he there?
It's funny. Every photo I've seen of him hanging out with them, I thought this myself, and today, for the first time, I actually saw somebody on social media on X here post it. This is what it looks like when you get permission from your parents to go to the party, but you have to take your little brother.
Right.
That's exactly what it looks
It's
like.
true. That's not untrue. That's not untrue. And my thinking is, this bill, this crazy bill, and keeping the stuff alive, notwithstanding that Johnson was important to the objective in whatever part. And so, or else he wouldn't be with Trump. I mean, if people actually think that, Trump just brings people on board just because,
Well, okay, but you can't discount the 5D chess thing and the fact that he would do that 4 appearances to achieve another end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. So now, having seen that not even Massey is supporting him, which can't be blamed. I mean, a lot of stuff happened on Johnson's watch that I would have never approved.
No.
That's for sure. But again, it's that whole thing where we don't know everything.
Right.
So we have to just take things at face value and wait. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
But
There
a
she
movement is happening within the Republican Party. There is a definite divide. The good guys are stepping up, and those who are not so good are staying where they are.
Doubling down.
Right. Exactly.
Wonder where all that's going to lay when it finally lays.
I'll be excited to see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you will.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Okay, moving along. Mike Lee today. Congress must pass the America First Act.
Right.
Federal benefits should go to U.S. citizens, not illegal aliens. And interesting, you're talking about the bill today.
Yeah.
40% increase to pay the congressman to be there.
Yeah, and they shouldn't get paid diddly. And the traitors should just, get dragged to the scaffold already and it save us a lot of money.
With the clear amount of money that they openly steal in front of your faces,
Right.
they shouldn't be getting a paycheck.
No.
What are you kidding?
Right.
But that's one of the things in there. 40% pay increase for them.
Exactly.
It's just so hard to live these days.
Yep.
What are they getting now? Like $200,000 a year?
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they should make while they're in office. That should be it. Like, they shouldn't be allowed to make $1 aside from their salary while they're serving the people. That's what I think.
If they're serving the people, I would submit they don't get paid.
Right. If they're there to
Right,
just
like-
wheel and deal and negotiate their own side deals and insider trading stuff or whatever,
Right.
then obviously they're not serving the people. So
No.
they're doing something shady.
Well, Mike Lee looks to halt welfare for illegals going under Biden with key budget process. The America First Act would remove eligibility for a variety of benefits from non-citizens. Now, they're going through all this. Now, I want to remind the court that Tom Homan here, sitting there with a big smile on his face,
All right.
on the big Fox News with Jim Gray hair, whatever the hell his name is. I can't remember.
I don't remember
care.
his
I
name either.
I
I don't
wa-
watch that.
I haven't watched that in over 5 years. It's
Right.
like, who is that guy? I don't
Yes.
know. Peter Graves. We'll call him Peter Graves for a name. You see Homan there. Now, remember when Trump had his meetings with Homan before he appointed him,
Right.
and Homan actually said, and he has stated many times since then on various podcasts and other media throughout social media, that he is going to have the invasion cleaned up in 60 days.
Right.
Why now are we on this America First thing? Because that act won't go through in 60 days. You're going to have all these people out of the country, aren't you, by then?
Well, I think it's also for future. It's not just for current. And the ideal is 60 days. The majority might be 60 days. The obvious with deportation orders will be 60 days.
Right.
But there's 60 million illegals. That won't be 60 days. So it's important.
Yeah.
And it has to pass, in my opinion. And it should have never even been a thing. Like, only one goes to citizen one. Like, that's it. There should be no debating. It should never, our money should never leave our country. It should be.
Well, no, and as far as that goes, like, was there anything in that thing there today for our veterans? No.
Actually, that's not true. Well, the military's getting a boost in pay, and they removed health care for the children of service members who need transgender services. So they're not paying for that anymore either.
I would submit that's kind of a non-issue. I don't think there's many.
Well, you might have good service members whose kids are just, fell victim to the woke mind virus. It happens to the best of us. So
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. Did you want to watch this Fox video, or is that?
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't remember when I did the stories. I'm much tireder now.
No.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank goodness I have leftover stew for tonight.
Oh, great. That's what we're having.
Yep.
Stew.
Yes. Hey, it was great the first 2 times. It was awesome. It just so happens I haven't thrown it out yet.
Hey, last week when it was green, it was all right.
Now, tell them about my amazing beef stew.
Well, yeah, I got to say, okay. And particularly this particular batch that you just made
Right.
has
The biggest
been like
batch I ever made.
the entire 15 years we've been married. That is literally the crowning achievement in a beef stew. I got to give it to you.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you. Good.
It was. And the first night it was sensational. Second night, of course, as always, even better.
We'll see what the third time.
Night 5.
Might be a charm. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, forget Homan. We'll see you later in that 60 days. We'll be looking for that.
Right.
Moving along, and wokeness bringing this one to us. Trump just unveiled a brand new hairstyle, apparently.
Yes.
And we're going to roll this and see what the hell
Yes.
he's talking about.
Everybody having a good time? Good time? Is everybody a Republican?
Okay, it's not a new hairstyle. This is why I woke up
First
to
thoughts?
this. I woke up to this morning. It was a rough morning. There was puppies and pee and gates and blankets and coffee and absence of cigarettes. It was just a horrible morning. So, and I jump on X just to dissociate. And this is the first thing I see.
Right.
Everybody going ballistic about Trump's new hairstyle. The comments in the feed are like insanely funny.
Really?
Yes, but I wasn't laughing this morning because it was a horrible morning. So I'm like, I got to talk about this because it's clearly hat head,
Here we go.
you know?
Well, I'm glad you said that. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to report we have pets.
Yay!
There you
Hello, beautiful puppies and kitties.
There we go. And I know
Awesome
there's
kitties.
a bunch of you in here. Just a reminder, do not like and retweet this space.
Right.
Video or audio, whatever platform you're on.
We forbid it.
Don't do it. Elon will roast you alive.
Right. And
Just don't.
speaking of doggies and kitties and stuff, you're going to want to stay tuned for the end of the show. There's a special 5-minute when animals attack FAFO today for WTF Wednesday. So,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. All right.
In homage of my land sharks.
I'm pushing the envelope now. We're going over to the Browsertron 5000. Here we go. Yes, there is the puppies.
Yay!
All right.
Hooray!
Now,
We love it.
Now, getting back to Trump's hair for a second.
Yes.
I got to say, he comes in, it's obviously hat head.
Yes. Right. Duh, people.
But-
any woman who's married to a guy that wears, caps all the time will know it's hat head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Take
talking
a
about
quick
you.
look in the studio here at the,
Guy in the cap.
yeah. Oh, no, we won't. Well,
No,
there's
there you
a
go.
back shot of me.
Don't shoot over here. I'm in my pajamas and bathrobe. True story.
Boom.
I get
Oh.
dressed every day, for the day. Really nice, all that stuff. Today I wasn't doing it. Nope. Pajamas and bathrobe day. It happens.
Yeah. Well, there we go. There's the. Is it coming up? There we go.
Decorated for the Christmas almost.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's the guy who
The
never
hat head.
never wears caps.
There you go. That's your Christmas present. Merry
Does
Christmas.
not happen.
Right.
Yeah, there it is. So back to the pets. Yeah, I know you want the pets.
Yes.
Nobody wants us. It's
Pretty
always
kitties.
the pets. So yeah, getting back to his hair. I got to say this. I'm looking at him, and I don't know if it's the light from the window or what it is. And you're probably going to hate me, but I saw Gary Busey.
Did ya?
Did you see?
I didn't. I saw Trump with hat head.
I don't know. I think I'm looking at a retired Mr. Joshua.
That would be cool. But the posts in response to this are awesome because everybody's got different hairstyles on Trump, like Trump with a full mullet.
Oh, yes.
Trump with the beard. Yeah. And I happen to like Trump with a beard. Bald Trump.
Bald
Yeah.
is the way to go.
I'm kind of loving the beard. He looks kind of like an old operator that you don't want to mess with, kind of.
Well,
except for the hair. So
That's true, but we don't want to infer any military service.
no, I mean, yeah, whatever. He didn't he go to military academy for school?
Yes, he did. West
Okay,
Point.
well they can suck it. It's
Yeah.
good enough for me.
They can suck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Suck it.
Speaking as someone who has not had the opportunity to serve, but is very much military adjacent, they can suck it.
Right.
Yes. There
Right.
you go.
Military adjacent.
That is me. Yes.
There's a term for you. Stick that on your profile.
I did. I do it. Did I? No, I didn't.
I don't know. I'm thinking the Dr. No thing.
I think all you got to do is go down my feed and you can see it. But or my who follows me list.
Like, wouldn't it be great if it was a Hollywood movie, like Q keeps telling us? It's a Hollywood movie. Shut up and eat your popcorn because there's Dr. No
Right.
sitting there in his chair and he turns around and he goes, I've been expecting you.
But
and then,
wasn't Dr. No the bad guy?
and then the camera shifts and it's this guy,
Uh-huh. Oh.
Bald Trump,
Bald
right?
Trump.
And he's looking at him just like that.
He would hate it. He
Right.
would so hate it.
Yeah, but think about the CGI and the impending fights.
It would be awesome.
Fight
I
scene.
mean, I would love to see Trump with a new hairstyle and the things they can do today with, weaves and pieces and
Oh yeah, let's give him a Rasta.
it would be awesome. He should change it up a bit, I think.
Mega Man.
But I'm loving the Trump as Abe Lincoln look.
Oh.
Yeah, that's hysterical. That is awesome. Could you imagine Trump with a mullet?
No.
That would be crazy.
Oh.
That one's cool.
Actually, I think
It's like
that's,
kitty ears.
I think that's real.
That's like kitty ears.
Yes.
I will take it.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Right.
Trump as cookie.
The meathead look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that meat? I can't see that
Yeah,
far.
it's meat.
Oh, I have cookies on the brain, people. So yeah, I just made my entire baking list.
Shauna Nona here says, I swear he's looking younger. I noticed it the other day.
He might
So-
be using the same beauty cream I am.
What happens, folks, when we find out that just like John Fetterman and all the other clones, your Trump has been exchanged for a similar likeness of Trump that is under control of Klaus Schwab?
Nobody's controlling Trump.
Okay.
Like I tell Tristan when he acts up, only Tristan can control Tristan.
Well, yeah, I'm just putting out a maybe. Right.
That
So-
one's not too bad.
So there's the beard with the bald.
Mm,
No?
okay.
Commodore Trump
That I was thinking Santa, but
of
okay.
Her Majesty's fleet.
See, I'm Christmas overwhelmed right now. So Santa. That looks like Santa.
Bloody good job, Mega.
Hey, EJ. I never forget that line.
Oh, man. Oh, there's the Steve Bannon look.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that look.
I just got out of bed and I got a microphone in my face. Actually, that's me. There we go. Oh, there's the Gary Busey. There it is.
Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. You wonder where all these guys.
That's it. See, that looks good.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that.
And especially if you're taking over Canada. Like, right?
Right.
There you go.
You need that. You're like a lumberjack type.
Nice out there on the northeasterly Atlantic there, boy.
Right.
Getting out
well,
there.
he could do that as well. Yeah.
He's got to have a pipe, though.
Right. And one of those fisherman caps.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, somebody do that.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. And we can play the kitty shanty song. We have to play the kitty shanty song on here one day.
Well, now here he is as a woman.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Give him the
Oh, that's
that
my
look.
favorite. That's the best.
okay.
I think that's the best. Yeah, we could do this all day because there's like 9 million.
There is a lot. There's a lot of
There is.
yeah.
We got stuff to get to, though.
The mullet was funny.
Actually, we got to get to the reason why they can't like or retweet the space.
Okay. Moving on.
We got to.
Yeah.
Moving on now. ViceGrad24 tweets, breaking, Justin Trudeau will likely be forced to resign. The announcement could come within a few hours.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I hope so. I want to see it. I want to see the bee cry on the microphone, giving his farewell speech. While he crosses his legs like a girl.
I'm going to say, I spent the first 40 years of my life in that hellhole of a country. And I think I've seen a vote of non-confidence in Canadian Parliament about the Prime Minister, I'm going to have to say once every 4 or 5 years. Like literally every time you guys would have a national election, we'd be voting non-confidence, get the French-speaking idiot out there, whatever it is.
Well, it just worked in the UK. They got rid of the UK dude.
Yes, you were telling me that this morning, and that reminded me of what I already knew. Yes, I knew that. Really, I did. But I'm telling you, this comes up every time, a Canadian somewhere has got a bitch about the government.
Right.
Which is every minute of every day.
Right.
Always has been.
Yes.
When I was a kid, I used to follow politics. Like 11 years old, I used to follow local and provincial politics. And I got to this point. It was just a couple of years in. I think it was like 3 years in, and I was hearing the same things over and over and over again from different people. Well, vote for me this time, it'll be different. And then you vote for them. They get in, they take over the riding or the district or the seat or the premier or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, they're doing the exact same things that the last guy was doing.
All right.
And then you're listening to some new candidate go, well, vote for me and I'll get in there and change. I'm literally telling you, I'm almost 60 years old. It's the exact same thing.
All right.
Like today, we're still dealing with the same things. It's no different than the U.S. back in the 70s, dealing with the education system in this country. Well, it's 2025 pretty much now, and we still got a severe... Actually, the education system since the 70s has only gotten worse.
Right.
And I see the same thing here. Same thing here. Same thing in the UK. Same thing. I mean, it's the same thing everywhere. I'm wondering, what are the broader ramifications of this quote-unquote awakening? Could we be seeing, an evolution into a society without governments and that kind of thing? I don't know.
All
Just
right.
putting it out there, but I don't think he's going anywhere, like, for the next 40 years.
No. Well, we'll see. I mean, I think it's correct because there's other trends about who's going to replace him and stuff. And I've noticed that when stories trend in those kind of ways,
Right.
that's more than just passing rumor.
Okay.
And for Trump to be maybe, in exchange for getting Trump out and putting in a Canada first prime minister, Canada becomes America's 51st state.
Mhm.
And then that person becomes the governor general of Canada or something.
Right.
So, because you're right, Canada can't do diddly without us.
No.
So if I were Trump, I would say Trudeau's destroying your country. You have even less chance of fixing it on your own than our American people do, because at least our American people have a constitution and guns. And I will rid you of the cabal as I'm ridding America of the cabal, but you become an annex of America and become the 51st.
Well, and this isn't something that's totally foreign to Canadians, because you got to understand something else. throughout my entire life, the French Canadians have never stopped trying to separate.
Right.
Never. There's been vote to separate for, God, I don't know how many decades now
Now
in
they
that
can
country.
fight about, French Canadians staying Canadians or Americans. Like, you know
Yeah,
what
and
I
if
mean?
you don't like it, would deport your ass back to France.
Right.
Except the French hate them too.
I know.
See, that's the other thing.
Everybody hates French Canadians.
But I mean, again, every 5 years or so, the French are voting to separate. The French are voting to separate until one day they actually pissed off the Royal Bank of Canada.
Uh-oh. Dum, da, dum, dum.
Isn't it interesting? Because, of course, if you want to separate, that's not what the WEF wants. So we're going to smack your pee-pee with the Royal Bank of Canada. So what they did, 1998, I remember it very clearly. They had a vote to separate again, and everything east of Toronto was going to be French Canada, and everything west of it was going to be Canada.
Right.
And the government actually let the Royal Bank of Canada intervene to where they put out a public notice stating that, yes, fine, whatever way this vote goes next Thursday or whatever the hell it is, if you do vote to separate and it actually becomes a thing, then we will be closing down every branch in all affected provinces and taking our money.
Right. Yeah, that's just, wow, ballsy.
That just shut them up. There's been not a peep out of them since.
Right.
But it took that for that to happen. And if you kind of look at it from a couple of different perspectives, that's the WEF exerting their hold even back then.
Yeah.
And look at the people caved to it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, big stuff on the horizon. The other thing is, too, New Zealand's Prime Minister Jacinda
Ardern, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
She's
resigns.
going to the scaffold.
Well,
she already did a long time ago.
I know. It's a clone, right? Okay.
No, she resigned a long time ago. That's not a new story.
Oh, right. But
What?
she was replaced with a newer, better WEF scumbag because look at them.
Probably. Yeah.
That country,
But
along
she
with...
was complicit in the whole COVID thing, so she's dying for that.
But I thought she said she was already replaced. Oh, you didn't mean
for
a clone.
her whole, being complicit in that, massive crime against humanity that was called COVID.
Okay.
Yeah. The things
Okay.
that New Zealand did to their people during that thing. Fortunately for them, most of them complied because that's just what they do. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. I just wanted to hold it on that picture for a second. That's just excellent.
What is it?
It's Justin.
Oh, Justine. That's when they make Justine.
Justine 2.0, yeah?
Yep.
Welcome to the Bank du Canada.
Yeah.
See, I don't know what... God, and man, you want to see a confused kid? Mom sends me to the store when I'm like 8 years old. She gives me like 35 cents or whatever. She's like, go get a tin of Campbell's tomato soup. Okay, no problem. I go to the store. I'm looking all at Campbell's. Nowhere can I find it, but I see this one label with what looks like tomato soup on it, but it says Campbell's do just the tomato.
The tomato.
And I'm like, what? So finally, the store people help me out. No, we've got bilingual stuff now. So,
Yeah, soup de tomate.
we have to have English on one side, and then we have to have French on the other. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute, why? I don't even know anybody that speaks French.
Right.
What is this for? Well, it's for the French people. Well, why?
Right.
They aren't here.
Let them stay in French Canada. Yeah.
This is Campbell's freaking soup, and I can't identify it. Come
This
on.
is British Canada. Hush. Hush and Fessin. Pup.
Well, it's okay. It goes with the pet videos.
Yeah.
Look at the cats go crazy.
Well, he has to be babysat 24/7. We can't leave him because he's only a baby. He's only 10 weeks old.
Well, that's fine. You tell the people in HR that.
I am. I
ahead.
will.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So now, did you want to talk about the post, the big post you did just before the show, all about this banning, censorship, evil?
Well, I have to discern. I mean, it's the one from Alex Finn where he talks about come my seminar and I'll teach you how everything you're doing wrong is what's killing you with the algorithm? That thing?
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just him being a lion twant to get people to come his seminar, or, you know, I mean, I already knew that hashtags would lower your reach in the algo, and I knew that reposting a lot would get you labeled as spam. I did learn today that, you know, by my sharing my show in all the rooms that I'm in, which I guess is about 18 to 20, including my own.
Wow, that's a lot, spammer.
Yeah. That would drop that post to the bottom of the algorithm. And it's like, what? It shouldn't have anything to do with that. You know, I'm doing the whole thing to get a bigger reach, right?
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's why you would share on social media, right?
Alex Finn is like, you know, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, you know, and be a good person and create content that makes X a better place. So I'm like, so behave only how the algo wants you to, or it destroys your ability to successfully create content and be who you are. Got it.
Yep.
And I said, not cool, Elon Musk. I said, how is this any different from everything you claim to want to free us from?
Exactly.
Fix it.
Yeah.
You know, and this is the reason. You know, I have almost 48,000 followers, and I get like 2 likes and 4 retweets and stuff like that because I'm so shadow banned.
Right. And
Still.
2 of those are me.
And here is the irony. You want to hear the stupid irony?
Yeah.
The biggest stupid irony? I'm a community noter.
Right.
I was selected to do community notes, and you can't have any dings or anything on your account if you want to be a community noter.
Right.
So if I don't have any dings or anything on my account, why am I still so shadow banned?
Ah.
So here's the real question. And we talked about my post from the other day also, where, you know, I met all the requirements. I have my ID verified. I did all the stuff I needed to do to get my subscriptions and all that.
4 years. Yeah.
And my application was pending for years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the other day it pops up that now, not only just for ad revenue share, you have to have 5 million impressions a month to get subscriptions.
A month.
In 90 days, I'm sorry.
Well-
and I flipped out. I flipped out because there's people with 2,000 followers that have their subscriptions
Yes, they
to
do.
create content. And there's no way in hell they're getting 5 million in 90 days. The most I've ever gotten is 3 million in 90 days. And it's gotten less and less over the last 6 months to a year.
Because you keep, yeah.
And now I can't even get my subscriptions approved when I did everything I was supposed to do for that. As a content creator that depends on subscriptions to eat, like, how is this a platform for content creators?
Right.
So yeah, it's really just a bunch of bull crap is what it is.
Well, and there's the other stuff that Pepe and I have been keeping an eye on, such as these accounts that are, well, some of them are for the left, some of them are mega America First accounts, but they are literally nobodies.
Yeah.
And these nobodies, and I'm not even kidding, have a minimum of 1 million followers to a maximum of about 3.5 million followers. And keep in mind, they're nobodies.
Housewife posting about politics since 2010.
In her push-up bra.
You know, and then there's people like Tara Bull who just grab content from X and post it.
Yeah.
And because she aggregates, she has all these followers and subscriptions, and people are actually paying her for tweets they can
Well,
get everywhere else. Like, she
funny.
doesn't offer her own opinion or advice or pep talk anybody or solve problems.
Funny thing happened to me last week. I just happened to go into, see down the list here. See how over on the right here where it says explore? Let's explore. Just a moment.
Yes.
Doesn't matter what it is in explore. You always see the same things.
Right.
Elon Musk post first. Then you see down here, Mike Johnson, a couple of the player. Oh, there's one of my favorites right there. 1.1 million followers for Gunther Eagleman.
Right.
And many of you are like, hey, I love Gunther Eagleman. Don't screw with Gunther
Yeah, we
Eagleman.
follow each other.
Oh,
His
do you?
brother, too. Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Does he retweet your stuff?
Actually, no.
No.
No. I
And
think
I'll
he's
tell
answered
you-
me like twice.
I'll tell you why. You find these accounts. Now, Nick Sorter's different. He's embroiled in the stuff. He's on the scene covering stories. The MSN won't, right? This is his job. So, of course, he's in here and he has a following, right? That's obvious. But Wall Street Apes, that's another one. Now, I
Right.
know everybody's like, oh, that's the ape. Don't screw with the ape.
Yeah.
Well, I'm screwing with the ape. 677,000 people following literally a picture of a gorilla.
Right. Well, same with Cat Turd.
But it's because of what he posts. Well, don't even get me started on Cat Turd. I got a whole, that's a couple of shows.
Yeah.
Ryan
And-
Fournier, you'd expect to see him.
Here's the thing. All these people, we all started together. Obviously, we all started when Trump ran for office and back in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
We all got the same start. Some people never told the truth in the way that I tell the truth. I was banned 27 times under Dorsey. I lost all my followers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they never were. So they've accumulated those followers over the course of that time, whereas I've only been here with this account since 2021.
Right.
So there is that too. And in fairness, most of them follow me because they remember from back in the day.
Right.
I think Cat Turd stopped following me after like my 16th account got suspended. He was like, yeah, no. I'm not
Let
doing
me introduce you to Elon Musk's answer to JoJo from Jers. That
Uh-oh.
would be Insurrection Barbie.
it." Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't follow her. I don't follow the obvious
Well,
blatant ones.
You know,
Why?
I don't follow them either. But all of these people, all of these accounts, right?
Right.
All they do is put out all this information that you're wondering, geez, how do you have access to that? First of all. Secondly, where are you getting your content when you're doing all these retweets, right? They're getting
And
them.
where are you getting time to do the research? Mom with 2 kids and a life. And are you kidding me?
Exactly.
Seriously? Because I'm that too. And like, you know, I'm on here 24/7, but I'm dead. And I couldn't do that amount of massive research.
Right? There's another one. Constitutional Gator.
I don't know if I know that one.
Now he's just starting.
Yeah.
Some of them are small. Some
Right.
of them are still right.
Well, the bottom
But-
line is I acquire because I'm consistent. I'm here every day. I answer people. I interact with people. I follow back those I vet that are actual people.
Right.
And, you know, the numbers will take care of themselves as they're meant to.
Yeah.
But this deliberate limiting my reach when I do this for a living.
Well, ignoring all of that, ignoring all of it. Don't forget what was 9 months ago. Elon Musk posting, this is a platform for creators. And he
Right.
was hailed and lauded far and wide. Everybody, oh my God, Elon.
Yes, me
right?
too. Yes.
Then he gets in big with the Trump group. And now he's all about free speech and the Second Amendment and all the things, right? All the things.
Yeah.
And let's talk about free speech. Yesterday, a conservative friend of mine who I've been following for 4 years now, they just had their account roasted.
Right.
It's gone. Account suspended. It's still going on. Everybody's talking about how horrible it was under the tyranny of Jack and the lefties. Elon comes in, the great savior, fires 70% of the lefties and calls it a new beginning. Well, the sad part is there's still that 30% of the lefties left. And that's what we're looking at now.
Right.
And then he brings in WEF fangirl Linda Yaccarino. Here, take care of this for me. I have to go and institute policies and regulations in the new U.S. government that will benefit many, if not all, of my new companies.
Right.
Come on. I think it's the same thing, only the other side.
Yeah. Right.
I know. I'm a terrible man.
No. I see the position. I definitely see the position. And, maybe they just think of it as two different things, whereas I don't. Like I posted to Elon, free speech isn't free if it costs. And in this case, it's costing reach.
We had a bunch of mega friends actually just the other day go after some OnlyFans girls who were openly putting out
Right.
nothing in their timeline was anything but women having sex with dog videos.
Right. It was all bestiality.
All dog sex, dog sex, dog sex.
Right. That's that I can kill them all for.
And that stuff's posted all over the place. And we get, ever since Elon took over, I never had them before. Never saw them before.
They'll come back and say, well, they're reach limited too, but clearly they're not.
Oh no.
I can't even see my own posts. That's reach limited when I can't even see my own posts.
I have followed you. I have liked you. I have subscribed to you. I've checkmarked you. I don't see anything you put out.
Every day, one or two of my followers will say, oh my God, Kitty, where have you been? Every day I'm here, all day, every day. Same cat
alive.
channel. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's because they don't see my posts either. And we follow each other. We're mutuals.
You know, and now this thing about bad words. This really gets me because this is a thing on YouTube. So much so that I was watching one. Kate always puts on those channels upstairs, the ghost hunters,
Yes.
the aliens
the YouTube
thing,
videos. I watch all of the paranormal YouTube channels. Yeah.
right? And did you know? I don't know if you knew this, but with YouTube's new terms of service now, you can't even have a swear word that's written out in spray paint in some abandoned hospital somewhere anymore while you're hunting for ghosts.
Right.
You can't display that swear. If that swear word is legible on the wall, you'll get demonetized and taken out.
Yes.
Talk to me about free speech, right? Well, here now it's no different. Our show, what was it, yesterday? We got slapped for language.
Yes, you can't even say screw in the chat for...
You've just screwed this thing.
Right. Yeah.
You just sent us into the toilet.
All right. Yep. Oh, well. What are you going to do?
Well, again, I see 150 of you who are in the X platform. Do not like or retweet this space at all. Do not. I'm serious. Duke of Dallas, I saw that.
That's okay.
You're in
I
trouble.
want them to retweet and post and screw it. I want them... If you tell me I can't do something, I'm going to do it with bells on. So, you know. Do it. Let's break it. Let's break it. We'll make it too big to rig.
Too big to...
That's right. Make it too big for the algo to rig. Exactly.
Yes. That's what we'll do. Wow.
Exactly.
Okay, well,
yeah.
that about wraps us up for that. The only thing we got left is FAFO.
Yes, and again, as always, I want to thank everybody for coming here and spending this time with us. We really, really appreciate it. Visit Furycast.com. Subscribe to my Substack at zerodarkkitty.substack.com. Please share our streams, despite what Crash says, on whatever platform you follow us on. If you like our work, consider a super follow or hit that little $1 bill in my profile if they'll still let me do that here. Or send a donation to paypal.me/Kate2010. And we hope you'll join us here again tomorrow. Have a great night. Love you more than catnip. Enjoy the FAFO.
Yes, tomorrow when you have more pants and less swear words.
Right.
Like screw
Yes.
and hump.
I won't be in my pajamas tomorrow.
Well, there is that. But that's okay.
Yes.
That's you're allowed.
Okay.
I'll let you go this one time.
All right.
Anyway, gang, let's get to the only legendary Steve Inman and his FAFO of the day.
Well, it appears Chaz is taking care of the neighbor's cats. He's doing a good deed, but these cats are out of control as they take a nibble out of his ass.
Stop! Okay, sorry.
Chaz even tries to plead with the cats. He's like, come on, man, I want to live. And then booyah, it looks like they're going to attack them. And this is Attack of the Cats, and it looks like Chaz has just lost his shit. Karen knew what she was getting Chaz into. Chaz obviously being naive, thinking he had a chance with Karen, maybe a one-night stand, who knows? But now it's over because Chaz just got his egg roll bit off. Well, as strange as this workout routine appears, it's not as strange as this freaking huge, humongous bear just pumping on the wood. It appears this is the bear clan, and that bear is their cheerleader pumping them up. Whatever that means, he's pumping them up. He's pumping their wood. I don't care who the hell you are, but when you put your hands on my dog, guess what? These hands are rated E for everybody, as seen here. Equal opportunity deployer as he deploys a big right. Looks back at the kangaroo and is like, you got something to say? And he's like, no, sir, not at all. Things escalating quickly would be an understatement here tonight. You can see he's got him in the, is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch chokehold? You can see the dog is sort of protected with that bandana around its neck, but this is where the owner steps up and knows he's got to handle business. He gets ready and launches that freaking hot pocket rocket right to the dome. Guy looks at the kangaroo and is like, who's your daddy, huh? Who's your daddy? People just never learn. When you mess with the bull, you'll end up getting the horns and end up doing an involuntary leapfrog like Rosie here. My God! Ends up getting lifted, but not by Samson or in a spiritual way. You can see right here that liquid courage does not pay off and pays the ultimate price. Lands on her freaking crotch. Her flopjacks get stacked, and now it's time for the ludicrous cam.
Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch.
Well, I'm out here doing some catch and release today and releasing this little 8-inch trouter. Getting myself another life. Oh my God! What the hell is this shit? Come back here! He was supposed to live! Take a quick look at the replay. My stupid ass with this catch and release, throw him back in. And out of nowhere, it looks like he's about to get a life, and then he doesn't. His life is swiftly taken away by this eagle. Some people just want to see the world burn, like that son of a bitch.
Able to bypass the lineman by tap dancing on their head. Fakes a quick right and then proceeds to go left. He takes the scenic route, and it appears he's taking the Forrest Gump route, getting the hell out of the friggin' stadium itself. He says, I want nothing to do with your game. I am nobody's bitch, and I'm not going to become anybody's ox pocketeer tonight. And here's that nice ox block while handing out a couple of complimentary pimp slaps to the dome. This is where he cuts left, takes the scenic route, able to hit that Schlitz malt liquor throttle, turning things up, able to cut through the sea of cheese, this clunky mess, this hepatitis water. It's the same old bullshit, different day for this guy. Tonight, all words aside, the bad blood is all boiled down to this. Hearts, titles, and honor being thrown on the line and inviting him and taunting him to come into the ring. He's like, kiss my ass. Come on in here. I'm laying on the ground. I'm ready for you, big boy. And now ending up in the north-south position. Kind of weird, but they are continuing to battle here, and it appears he's about to give up because it's dinner time. Debo the Bear comes right in and says, what do you got on my tab? And walks right out with punchies. Oh my God, so savage. You can see right here he comes in like, what you gonna do about it, huh? You ain't gonna do a damn thing. He walks out with those Reese's peanut butter cups, walks out like he owns a joint with that pimp strut. Store clerk gets punked by Debo the Bear. Now the Bear's on his way home to chill with the missus, to Netflix and chill. Well, we all know it's pretty obvious that the gator don't play no shit, ever. But in this situation, it looks like the horse don't play no shit as he does a tap dance on top of the gator that supposedly don't take no shit. And after executing the river dance flawlessly on top of the gator that supposedly don't play no shit, goes back to his routine like nothing even happened. One thinks he's a Jedi, the other one knows he's full of shit as he utilizes the is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch maneuver. Goes from a selfie to an instant photo bomb with a big left hook and it is all over. This cat's like, Karen, how dare you put the Christmas decorations out? It's only September, what the hell's wrong with you? He's not happy about it, either that or he's a liberal and hates everything about Christmas. But I guarantee that Karen has just put these up a little too early. You should have saw last year when Karen put up the Halloween decorations. One last one for good measure.
Oh, that was cute.